Hi everyone. Today we are moving to the second part of terminologies in mental health nursing, which is useful for a psychiatric nurse or a psychiatric professional in a psychiatric settings. So, as we already discussed the alphabet A, B, C, D. Next, today we are moving to the next alphabet, that is E. The first terminology is today's, that is echolalia. Echolalia is the parrot-like repetition by an individual with loose ego boundaries of the words spoken by another. It is a pathological imitation of the words that is spoken by the another person. Next, that is echopraxia. Echopraxia is again an individual with loose ego boundaries attempting to identify with another person by imitating movements that the other person makes. It is again the pathological imitation of the another person behavior. Suppose if any patient is washing their hands, the echo those who are having echopraxia, the person repeating what the other person is doing. So don't misunderstand with the mimicry artist. It is the pathological imitation is happening in this. Next, ego. Ego, one of the three elements of the personality, that is ego, superego. It is identified by the Sigmund Freud, and the ego is working in the reality principle, and ego is maintaining the harmony between the id and superego with the external world. Next, that is electroconvulsive therapy, is also known as ECT. It is a somatic therapy and it is giving to the psychiatric patient in the form of electric current, and it's applied through a electrodes to the brain, and is using to treat the patient who are diagnosed with the schizophrenia, depression, bipolar disorder, etc. Next, exhibitionism. Exhibitionism is a paraphilic disorder characterized by a recurrent urge to expose one genitals to the stranger. Always the exhibitionist is a man and the victim is a female. Next is a extrapyramidal syndrome, that is EPS. It is the side effect of an antipsychotic medication, some of the antipsychotic medication, and the symptoms, which is including tremors, dyskinesia, agnesia, akasthesia, etc. Next, fetishism. Fetishism is again a paraphilic disorder characterized by recurrent sexual urges and sexually arousing fantasies involving the use of non-living objects. They are like stockings, uh, dresses, etc. Always the fetishism person is a male, and they are using the opposite sex female clothes to get to the sexual urges. Next, fugue. Fugue is a dissociative fugue is a characterized by episode of wandering away. Like suppose the person is just forgetting their identity, and he's flew away from one place to another person, and he's living with a new identity in the newer place. That is dissociative fugue. Next is flooding. Flooding is a one type of a behavioral therapy. It is also called impulsive therapy. Nowadays it's not using because the patient always going to the panic attack, and here is what happened. The therapist is directly attacking to the patient what they having exactly fear. Mainly we are the therapist is using for the phobic client. If suppose if a patient having phobia about snake, in this therapy, the therapist directly placing a snake in their hand, like imagination. The therapist will say to the patient, just imagine that in your hand there is a snake. So there is a chance of patient is going to panic attack. So flooding means direct attack. Impulsive technique to desensitize individual to the phobic stimuli. Nowadays it's not using in mental therapy. Next, the free association is a technique is developed by the Sigmund Freud, and to bring the unconscious or repressed images, thoughts to the conscious through by the verbalization. Okay. Next is frotteurism. Is a paraphilic, again is a paraphilic disorder characterized by the recurrent preoccupation with the intense sexual urge or fantasies involving touching or rubbing against non-consenting person. It's again a sexual disorder. What happen in this individual is touching the or rubbing to the opposite sex without their consent, without their permission. So usually happening in the crowded place or in the bus or in the uh, crowded bus or in the metro, something like that. Okay. During that time, the person is getting the sexual urge. Next is a gender identity disorder. It's a sexual disorder. The sense of discomfort is associated with the inconvergence between the biologically assigned gender and subjectively experienced gender. The person is having discomfort what they are. Like if the person is men, then the person is feeling discomfort, they are being men, they want to be woman, like that. Next is grandiosity. Grandiosity is a person's exaggerated conception of his or her importance or power of identity. It is a common sign in the schizophrenia or in the maniac patient. It's what happening, the person is thinking that I am having the more self-worth and I am having the more identity. That is grandiosity, delusion of grandiosity. This is group therapy. It's a form of psychotherapy. It's a therapy group founded in a specific theoretical framework led by a person with an advanced degree in psychology, social work, nursing, or medicine. The goal is to encourage improving interpersonal functioning. Uh, the group will be 2 to 16% will be there, and main is to be improve the communication techniques and sociability in the patient. They are experiencing, they are sharing their experience, etc. Okay. Next, the grief. Grief is an appropriate emotional response to an external and consciously recognized loss. Suppose if we lost their mobile, if we lose, if somebody is died in your family, our normal emotional response can be said as grief. It have 5-6 stages. This is hallucination. Hallucination is a perceptual disorder. It's a false sensory perception, not associated with real stimuli. Hallucination may be involved the